take him another wife, which let you know a man can have more than one wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. You know, you don't take away from one, and you get another one, and you're taking away from another one. No. Everything has to remain the same or increase. It should be. Because it should be that way if you really look at it in the way that it's supposed to be. It shouldn't be a decrease, it should be an increase. Everybody should benefit. You don't decrease from one, take from one, then you got another, you're going to take from her and give to another, and that's wrong. Verse 11. And if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money. So those things have to be maintained. If it was maintained, it's got to continue to be maintained. Leviticus 24 and 29. Leviticus 25 and 39. Leviticus 25 and 39. And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bond servant. See that? If thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor, he's become poor, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bond servant, but as a hired servant, and as a sojourner. It's for our brothers of our nation, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. He shall be with thee, and shall serve thee unto the year of Jubilee, which is the 7th year. And then shall he depart from thee, both he and his children with him, and shall return unto his own family, and unto the possession of his fathers shall he return. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor, but shall fear thy power. You know, not supposed to be ruling over them as we were ruled over with rigor in Egypt, and right now in our captivity coming here, and them coming here and put us in captivity. Ruled us with great rigor until this day. Deuteronomy 15 and 12. Deuteronomy 15 and 12. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man or Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. So if this is Deuteronomy 15 and 12. So we had our brothers and a Hebrew woman, Hebrew man, Hebrew woman, they be sold unto us. They could serve us 6 years. And then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. So we let him go. So you don't let him go away empty. Don't let him go away empty. Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thy winepress, of that wherewith the Most High thy power hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. Supposed to send him out with some goods, so we could start, out of that flock, cattle and so forth, out of thy floor, out of thy wine press, grapes, wine, of that wherewith the Most High thy power hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. When you send him out with something. He has served you 6 years. In the 7th year he want to leave, give him something to go with. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt. And the Most High thy power redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take it all and thrust it through his ear unto the door. And he put it in the door, he put it in the door. And he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. The same way with the sisters. Thou are Hebrews, Israelites. Verse 18. It shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee. For he hath been wrought a double hired servant to thee, and serving thee 6 years. The Most High thy power shall bless thee in all that thou doest. See? Numbers 24 and 14. Thou shalt not oppress an hired servant that is poor and needy, whether he be of thy brethren or of thy strangers that are in thy land within thy gates, whether he be kinfolk or whether he be a stranger of Israel. Verse 15. At this day thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it. Meaning you're supposed to pay him no soon the sun go down, you're supposed to get his money. At this day thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it. For he is poor, and setteth his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee unto the Most High, and it be sin unto thee. The fathers shall not put to death for the children. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin of Israel. Okay, we're going one more, the laws on marriage. Exodus 22 and 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, not engaged to another man, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. So that's what constitutes marriage. A man laying with another woman, that constitutes marriage. If her father utterly refused to give her to him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins, a certain amount of money. Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man have 2 wives, this is the law. If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated, one he like and one he don't like, and they have borne him children, both these wives, his 2 wives have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, so the firstborn son is the one that he don't like as much, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated. So just because he loved this one woman more than the other, and the one that he doesn't love as much have the firstborn son, he cannot take the inheritance from the one that he's hated son to give it to the one that's beloved son. Verse 16 again, Deuteronomy 21:16. Then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved's firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath. For he is the beginning of his strength, The right of the firstborn is his. Deuteronomy 22 and 13. Deuteronomy 22 and 13. If a man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her, I mean he have intercourse with her, sexual intercourse with her, and hate her, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. I found her not a virgin. I found that she wasn't pure as a virgin would be, and not have laid with another man. Then shall the father of the damsel, and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city and the gate. See, understand, this is what we've done. We like if you ever went to a wedding, you have what they call after the wedding a reception, right? So this is what we done. This is part of what we done in our bringing forth the things that are tradition of what we done. That's what we did. Look at 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. And the 40, we'll start at 42. And I said unto her, what aileth thee? Tell me. She said unto me, I, thy servant, have been barren, meaning she hadn't had any children, and had no child. Though I had a husband 30 years. 30 years and I never had a child. In those 30 years, I did nothing else day and night. And every hour would make my prayer to the highest. After 30 years, the Most High heard me. Thine handmaid looked upon my misery, considered my trouble, and gave me a son. After 30 years of marriage, the Most High gave her a son. And I was very glad of him. So was my husband also, and all my neighbors. And we gave great honor unto the Almighty, praising his holy name. And I nourished him with great travail. Listen, it's very key, this verse 47. So when he grew up and came to the time that he should have a wife, I made a feast. See, it's time for him to get married and have a wife. She made a feast. This is what we would consider the reception. And it came to pass, this is 2nd Ezra 10 and 1. And it came to pass that when my son was entered into his wedding chamber, he fell down and died. Okay? Then we all overthrew the lights, and all my neighbors rose up to comfort me. So I took my rest until the second day at night. I just want to show you that we have what we call the wedding chamber, and we had a feast, what we call today a reception. You understand? But we had the wedding chamber, and that's why we go back to the law. You see that we go back to Deuteronomy 22, and we start at 13, it says, if any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her, and he have sexual intercourse with her, then he don't like her anymore, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid, which is a virgin. Then shall the father of that damsel, then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. So they would bring forth the cloth, virginity cloth that showed that she was a virgin to the elders in the beginning, at the where the elders were at the gates. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her. And lo, he hath given occasion to speak against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. So you're going to see the blood on the cloth. And that's what happened. When they came out of the wedding chamber, they gave the cloth, the virginity cloth, to the parents of the woman. He got married, or the young woman that got married. And the father and the mother would have this virginity cloth in honor of the virginity of their daughter. Verse 20, Deuteronomy 22 and 18. And the elders of that city shall take the man that chastised her. Excuse me. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him. They're going to chastise him. They gave the proof. And they shall mince him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel. That's how serious it was. He had to give up 100 shekels of silver to the daddy, to the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath wrought folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil away from among you. So that's how important it was to think how things are today, and how we were in following the laws of the Most High, keeping evil away from us. We would make sure that our daughters would be virgins before they got married and so forth. And it was an honor for this to happen, because it is going to go back to it, because you see, when you see, we are creatures of habit and customs and traditions. So if you see this happening, just the way it is, you grew up seeing this, and that's what you would want to happen. But see, this world is not dealing with what's right in the eyes of the Most High. Therefore, we're subject to sin, and more sin, and sin on top of sin, because they're not following what it is that we're supposed to do. That's why I say, so shall I put evil away from among you. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife. Because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days. Deuteronomy 24 and 1. Deuteronomy 24 and 1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, he don't like her no more. He took her to be his wife, he don't like her anymore. She find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her. She going out following other idols and so forth. And whatever cleanness it is that he find in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. give her a bill of divorcement in her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, the one that she left the first husband, he gave her a bill of divorce in her hand, and she get married, and this husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. Or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, if the husband died, who she left from the divorcement of the first husband to the second husband, and the second husband died, who took her to be his wife, her former husband, the one you was with before, which sent her away, the first husband that gave her a bill of divorcement in her hand, may not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled. For that is abomination before the Most High. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Most High thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. Verse 5 of Deuteronomy the 24th chapter. When a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he hath taken. About a year, cheer up. Learn, how to enjoy each other and work together. Ephesians 5:22. Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua. So wives have to submit to their own husband as they do to the Most High, and as they do to Mashiach Yahushua. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Mashiach is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Mashiach Yahushua, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Everything. As husbands, love your wives, even as Mashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it. So we got to love our wives. As Mashiach Yahushua, he loved the church, was the children of Israel, and gave his life for it.